Hello. Crazy brain going on. In a brain fog. Really bad. Is that... Hey, Carol. Okay, so... Oh... Sundays are always hard for me. It's the one day a week that I can stay awake or take a nap and not have it affect any day. Actually, that's really Wednesday. Or, Saturday. But today is a new day, and we are talking about the Anyway, we're talking about an orangutan. Orangutan, sorry. Um... And it's going to be a good conversation, I think. What was I going to say? I don't know. Today we were talking about the Tapanuli orangutan. Anyway. In 1997, there was a very small population of orangutan that they discovered. And they just assumed that it was Sumatran orangutans. But after doing some genetic testing, it was decided that this wasn't just a pocket population of Sumatran orangutans, that this was a completely new species. Not a subspecies, but a species. Now, by that point, they had less than 800 mature individuals in its population, which meant that it was already at the brink of extinction. Now, after doing some investigating, we discovered that they once had a much larger range. They also had a different skull shape. They are threatened by the encroachment of humans and infrastructure, as well as palm plantations. Now, you're thinking, what's up with palm plantations? Well, it's actually palm oil plantations that are the issue. And the roads that go through the area actually help to break up the roads, or the forest. They help to break up the forest. And there are signs that we have inbreeding going on. There's unaliving of orangutans because of human orangutan conflict. And as we talked about a little bit last week when we talked about the pet trade on the other channel, there are problems with poachers who are unaliving mothers for their offspring. So we have that going on. The conservation status for this animal is critically endangered. Population trend is decreasing. Number of mature individuals, less than 800. I only know of one zoo in the United States that is housing them currently, and that is the Beardsley Zoo in Connecticut. And what's being done? Breeding is being done for the species, and one would think that the AZA and their wisdom would house these guys separately, or would house more of these orangutans. And the only one I could find was in Connecticut. So, and I also don't know how many, well, let's see. They have 2. And as of 2021, they have had babies. Let's see. So I guess they were first discovered in 1939 when a population of animals was discovered in northern Sumatra. But it took them a long time to figure out what was what. These guys may be a little bit more arboreal than some of the other orangs. And we believe that this arboreal lifestyle may have come from the Sumatran tiger. And I don't know. Wow, is that late? Um. Oh, Virginia Zoo also has the orangutans. So that's cool. So there, Connecticut is not the only one. I typed it in and just got mostly Sumatrans and whatnot. So I guess that's it. That's at least something. Um, It's weird how I can find all this information about other animals. So the new species of orangutan was announced in 2017. This makes it the most, well, with no more than 800 individuals in existence. This makes the Tapanuli, or however you pronounce it, the most endangered of all the great apes. Population, they say, is around 800. $30 Hills, which is I don't know if it's a park, it's a protected area anyway, is the last place on Earth where elephants, tigers, and orangutans exist in the wild. So that's cool. It'd be better if there were more areas. So these guys have okay, so if you want to know how to tell the difference between the two, the Tapanuli has a flatter head, or flatter faces, and smaller heads compared with the other two species. They also, I guess, had a bad landslide. I would say that this is based off of the Sumatran. So when I look at this guy, I see the Sumatran, but it doesn't, they have a long beard. But they also have these great big fleshy cheek pads. Oh, I know that. That is not necessarily Tapanuli. Yes, there are three kinds. There's the Sumatran, there's the one from Borneo, and there's the Tapanuli. So these guys have dropped in population by 83% over the course of 3 generations. So pretty steep decline. They are planning a dam within their population, as well as a gold mine. So issues all the way around. Sorry. Yeah. They live in a forest. Wait, let's do this the right way. So officially, the government estimates that the number of the anyway, these orangutans, sorry, range somewhere between 577 to 760 individuals. In the same document, scientists projected that 1.2% of these orangutans would be lost in the next decade. These apes survive in a tract of forest estimated to be 72,135 acres, about roughly the size of Chicago. So it's comparatively pretty tiny. They're in the process of updating the population. The numbers are quite low. So they did it back whenever, and they're doing it again. And they say that population may have unfortunately declined further. In North Sumatra the provincial government said that there's been an increase of nests in the area. So I'm not sure what's going on. The government says that Indonesia's orangutan populations are bouncing back. No, excuse me. So, yes. So hopefully that information is correct and that's not the government coming down on the animals. They've already had animals that are disturbed by the construction and have fled to local farms and settlements to get food. Not that they're looking to get handouts, but that they're out there raiding these farms and settlements. So if they're growing fruit, it's no surprise that they are. When this mining concession came in, they lost 32 acres of forest in 2021. And then in 2016 to 2020, because of the gold mine, they lost an additional 247 247 acres. And that loss was in the orangutans area. In 2020. So, yeah. Not cool. Not cool. They've also had trying to figure out. They were doing a survey of the deforestation in the orangutans habitat from 2007 to 2020. And they think that during this time, the habitat's forest area decreased to 53,705 acres. This was during the time that the palm oil was increasing heavily. So, yeah. Not to mention roads coming in and splitting the habitat. Because the orangs they're tree dwellers. And they have to be able to get from road across the road. And if they can't, then the population basically goes into there's going to be issues with genetics, because if they can't get from point A to point B, genetically they're going to be at a loss. Sorry, I got an important message. That was an important message. I had to take it. So yeah, not a lot of good news coming out of it. Yeah, I just got told I don't have to babysit tomorrow. So I'm going to do wash. Excuse me. And then I'm going to do a lot of stuff for the channel, because that needs to happen. I also saw something else that I wanted to mention. 77 subscribers, 3.5 thousand views, and 23.7 watch time hours. Dolphin Facts, which is one of the shorts, got 404 views. In its first 2 days. So that's, for me, that is really good. And I will take it. So anyway, But you got to remember that when we talk about losing habitat for an orangutan, also means that you're losing habitat for lions, or not lions, sorry, tigers and rhinos and elephants. So you're losing a lot of land for other wildlife as well. So some of the conservation stuff that they're doing includes getting people aware of the importance of protecting the apes, because if you protect the apes, it's important not to hunt them. Although, for somebody that's poor, I'm sure an animal could really help. The gold mine and the dam project, those people have also started to contribute to conservation efforts. So you cause the problem, but then you pump money into it to fix the problem. The dam developers have built wildlife bridges to allow the orangutans to travel between fragmented populations. Okay, that's decent. They don't know if these efforts are working or not. The dam developers also planted 10,000 trees that hopefully will provide food and nesting places for the animals. They're trying to rehabilitate the land that is no longer being used. So that, again, that's really cool. Carol, what did you just send me? Other files, 760 kilobytes. Oh, okay. Because I can't open it here. The Orangutan Project is another thing. It supports wildlife patrols to protect orangutans and is working to increase forest protection, to prevent illegal logging and land encroachment, and to stop illegal pet smuggling. The Scorpion is another organization in Sumatra that focuses on animal exploitation to raise awareness of the importance of the forest to the orangutans, and has strengthened conservation areas and hopefully stopped illegal activities. WWF UK encourages consumers to buy sustainable palm oil, which is deforestation free and doesn't replace jungle with oil palm plantations. Other actions that could aid in the that could aid the orangutan, stopping hydroelectric dam development, changing land use of unprotected areas to protected status, improving corridors between orangutan populations, and enforcing Indonesia's regulations on protected species to stop hunting and small-scale deforestation. It's used in cooking, and other things. You'll find it a lot in food. But oftentimes it's listed as vegetable oil in some places. Um, so Indonesia and Malaysia make up about 85% of the global supply for palm oil. And it's in just about everything. 50% of the packaged goods that you buy in the grocery store have palm oil in it, just not in the UK. So probably in the United States. Palm oil is very versatile. It is semi-solid at room temperatures. So if it's in the spread, it keeps it spreadable. It's stable at high temperatures and helps to give fried products a crispy, crunchy texture. In Asian and African countries, it is widely used as a cooking oil, just like we might use sunflower and olive oil in the UK. Good. Well, problem is if you boycott it. Okay? Just Nestle, Kellogg's, Mars, Wrigley, Nabisco, Pepsi, General Mills, and Hershey. Now the problem is some of these companies use only certified sustainable palm oil. So you can't just boycott palm oil because some of it is responsibly sourced palm oil. You have to know which companies use the stuff that isn't. Palm oil is also used in cat chow, dog chow, and fancy feast. So if your cats or dogs use those products, it's in that too. It's also used in some Hormel uses it. Colgate uses it. Um Burger King, Tim Hortons, and Popeyes, and approved food products with greater than 1% palm oil as an ingredient. Wendy's uses it in a few products like cookies and oatmeal bars. KFC was using it, but they've switched to rice bran oil. 88% of the palm oil in Walmart private brand products are RSPO certified, which means that it's not dangerous. They use it in some of Subway's products. It doesn't say which products. McDonald's uses it, but not for frying. Domino's uses sustainable palm oil products. Coca-Cola Company uses it. Nutella uses it. Yeah, but you have to find out who uses what. That's the key. And then you got to convince people to stop using the other stuff. I don't know why I'm always so tired on Sundays. Yeah, that would be a great thing, Carol. It's just they need to figure it out. Well, even some of the companies that are using it, um, it's sort of a problem because it really isn't just about everything. It is when it's in everything. Well, it's not necessarily that it's cheaper, but because there's other things that make it better. If you go to the WWF website and you look for palm oil, there's a real neat thing that you can click on and it peels it back and it'll tell you why they use it. It's used to make bread because it's solid at room temperature, easy to bake with, and inexpensive. So, there you go. And it even opens up and shows you the names that it can be used as. Um, there's also an RSPO label that shows that a product is a responsible thing, and it looks like a green palm frond. So yeah, I mean, there's more to the story than just palm oil plantations, but that is a part of it. Um, avoiding palm oil could have worse effects because it might take support away from companies that are working hard to improve the situation. So that's a little bit about what's going on. Ugh. One of the good things about raising the palm oil is it takes less land to do it on compared with sunflower oil or other rapeseed oil. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. So in some ways, it's less expensive. Anyway, guys, if you have questions about tonight's live, leave them in the comment section. I will be more than happy to figure out the answers. If I don't know the answer, feel free to join in the conversation. And hope to hear from you. Yeah. The next live for this channel will be Thursday. And it's going to be carnivores from my collection from North and South America. There is an app that you can download that will tell you if it's good or not. Assuming that it is in the there is an app called the Palm Oil Scan that you can buy, and you can download it from Google Play Store. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can get into my live. Okay, here it goes. And I think it's all one word. If it's not, you can try that out and see if it works. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to let you go. Have a great evening. I will see y'all Thursday. Gonna try and make some changes to some stuff. But I do need to go. I will talk to you peeps later. Carol, I will see you later. If you have any questions, call me. Or that's for Carol, not anybody else. Yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye bye. Okie dokes. Call me and we'll go through it. Bye bye.